Alright guys, what's going on? My name's Jerome here. I'm doing my first YouTube video. I got my chat open up. I've got my 6 loot here because I can only do 6 loot, and I'll explain why. So you notice that the bottom here, it's a bit suspicious because it's not mask that I'm using. I'm using a Sacrier, and that's the reason why I can only do 6 loot max, including my including a panda or your panda if you've got a panda. So I'll just go over how I'm able to do this because I play on the Echo server. I've been doing quite a bit of leeching with this duo recently for the past week. The 2x XP weekend that just went by, like I was busy as, and I wasn't even charging people. I was basically just helping out my guild members, alliance members, people on my friends list, and then obviously the community. Oh yeah, sweet, Didden's made it. Ah, cool. Anyways, it took a while for him to freaking make it. So I'll first go over the idols that I'm using. So I basically, I'm not gonna lie, I went on YouTube and I copied this French guy's XLII Leech. He was using a panda and a mask, and he was using this exact same setup. He was using Bina, Great Cube, Muta, Great Dino, Great Petunia, Mage Petunia. So it's fantastic, 351 idol score. I'm not sure how much it costs in total because I used to run Drhossil back last year when it was like the go-to, but now that XL2 is the go-to, I don't really use the Drhossil idols, and that's idols there. Maybe I'll do a Drhossil video, I'm not too sure, but for now I'll just stick to what's here, which is the XL2. 351 idol score, not too bad. For 6 loot, if with no challenges, it's about roughly close to 100 mil XP for roughly a 25-minute fight. So that's not too bad, because at the moment I think Drhossil, which is like on a so this has got like a area bonus. Drhossil's got, I think it's on a negative bonus. It goes hand in hand. Drhossil, it's about 15, well for me it's like 15 minutes per fight, 5 loot, 6 loot, and you only get maybe max 30 mil XP, 50 mil XP. So when you do the maths, it actually works out a bit better if you do XL2. But that's just if you're like a PVM leecher. Oh wow, you need to go. Oh wow, terrible. So I'll just quickly go over the items you need first and foremost, especially for Sacrier. And I'm gonna keep cross-referencing this video. He's a French guy. This is his YouTube video if you want to follow him, and you'll notice when you watch the video, he uses the exact same, well I use the exact same items as he does. Again, coming from Drhossil Leeching, it's basically the same. You're using full corruption set, 2 pieces of bleeding heart. I'm using a cloak of 1,000 excuses and a Cthulhu mask. So I'll just like drag over my mouse so you can sort of see. Now you don't have to worry about these percent exos because I do PvP, so you don't really need like 4%, 3%. You save a bit of camis. For my build, you do need 1 MP and 1 AP exo. You don't need to use Croco Bar because at the moment it's bloody expensive. I paid 85 MK for it, but that's like a story for another day. You can probably use Illy daggers, but I think Croco Bar goes really handy, and it's a really nice addition being able to leech this dungeon effectively. Oh, what the hell is this? Death Defying Shield? What the I think that's got to be a troll. Hold on. Sorry, that's my troll build. What's up, Azzy? So I'm just saying hi to my chat. I'm using In Shield, not Death Defying Shield, and I'm using a snail mate. These are the Dofuses I'm using. I don't even think Ivory is even worth putting on because you'll be sacrificing a lot, and I'll explain later. I'm using Abyssal, Oakguard, Turquoise, Crimson, Emerald, Ice Dofus. Just keep going over the characteristics. Everything gets put into strength. 68% critical. You need as much crit as you can, which is why I got the In Shield, Turquoise, and things like that, just to balance out why I'm using Croco Bar. And my resistances 30, 33, 25, 29. I think if you're doing a less cheaper build than that, you're not going to expect anything less. To be honest, I really shouldn't even be going over Sacrier just because the Sacrier isn't the one that gets hit, it's the freaking panda. So I'm gonna because my first video, I'm super lost on like where to begin. So with my panda build, I don't have any MP or AP exos, so if you want to copy this build, you're more than welcome. Hierophant Necklace, Barbaric Wedding Ring, Paul's Ring, Anarese Mask, Inkyville, Beltine, Pathogastrix, Rolling Pin, Anarese Shield again for that bonus, and should be using Snowfox, but I'm using Morley Cat because I'm a bit of a broke guy at the moment. And for the trophies, I'm just using Major Stickler, Obstructor, Major Miracle Man, a Shaker, Emerald, and an Ivory, and that's about it. So I think, you know, if you go on websites like Dofus Room, they're gonna like show you like the exact same build, but I'll go over the spells when we start the game. So let's go. Is everyone ready? Alright, switch. Okay. Always want to start your friends basically closer to where XL2 is going to spawn, because you want them to die first. You want quick, easy, nasty fights. You can usually go creature mode, but I only go creature mode on my Panda because I'm still, not that I'm new, when it's my Sacrier's turn and I'm hitting, it's much faster for me to see who I'm hitting exactly, rather than just going creature mode and trying to, like, you know, read their names and whatnot. So I'm just going to go Boozer. MP, Fermentation, Boozer again. I'm going to carry myself to an odd cell, which is a black cell because of the binder. Remember tie, yep, Max was telling me to remember tie, yep, no problem. And I've obviously turned off spell animations, that sort of stuff, so I don't have to worry. I'll go Mutilation, Gash, and then I'll end it with Influx. And that's it, that's basically my turn 1. Use Brandy to heal my Sacrier, but for now I'm just gonna throw him down normal and then just use my normal spells, only because you've seen before Brandy costs a lot more AP to use than Prohibition, so you always want to watch out when you get AP reducted or AP taken away, that you really count and make sure that you know when to use Brandy, or you know when to just drop normal. Okay, so I'm just gonna aim 30. I call him 30. I call him 30. It's probably a better way to name him, but you always want to get rid of this guy first, because this guy deals big boy damage, and I don't want that. As soon as XL2 comes close to close combat, that's when I'm going to start hitting XL2 with everything that I've got. Okay, yep, so Prohibition makes me unhealable. Look, I've got 8 AP, so I don't want to use Brandy. I'll just throw my Sacrier down as normal. A bit unfortunate, but whatever. Pick myself back up. Alright, cool. Always want never ever put your Sacrier on the ground. I've made so many stuff ups where I sometimes accidentally pick up the monster because I'm doing it too quick, or I misclick, like, you know, when I'm trying to aim my spells. Like, just take your time. But obviously some guys, they don't want to take your time, they want it quick. But if you're starting off new, especially if you're doing the second Panda build, I'm just going to leave him so I can get my shields. And then Sacrafice, because it's turn 3. And just go full out, all out. So I'm not really familiar with XL2's mechanic with the clock, but all I know is when the clock is around this area in particularly, you deal so much so much damage compared to when it's like up here on this corner, and it's like it really comes in handy during this situation, because now if I try to hit XL2 with my Sacrier now, do the double Prohibition fermentation combination. That fucking rhymed. Pick up my sack. It really goes in handy when you're using creature mode, especially for Panda, because when the boost animation and things like that, it's really slow, and I hate slow. I want that armor. I never really kill them. I'll just let my Croco Bar finish them off, so I can get the extra 200 shield bonus.
Damn, y'all feel it?
Fine. You really want to get rid of them ASAP. Like, I can't stress enough about it. This still so I'm not sure what spell it is that they use, but I'm pretty sure they only use that hard hitting damage spell. Oh, it's called Brute Force. See, look how much damage that is. 723 plus 170. That's easily close to 900 damage. It's insane. And yeah, it only activates. They only use Brute Force, or Brute Force is only deals heavy damage when you've got them on low HP. So you want to be careful. Yeah, a couple conditions when you're using Sacrafice. Only use it when you're not using Prohibition, or when Prohibition isn't active on Panda. And then a good combination with Sacrafice, especially if your Panda's low. You go Sacrafice and Perfusion, because when everyone starts hitting your Panda, the Panda heals and then you take the damage. I didn't do it, but I'll do it next turn, because it lasts 2 turns, which is fine. I just forgot to do it, but it comes in handy. But I wouldn't really go you know, Sacrafice, Perfusion, Transfusion, because that's already a 6 AP move, and you can probably save more time, and it's more effective when you deal more damage instead of healing, because eventually when you come with a 22 that sits next to you, and when obviously the Panda isn't in the unhealable state, you can heal a fair amount. So the good thing about the 22s, you want to keep them alive last. You want to keep them alive as long as possible, and you always want them to be near you, because especially with Croco Bar, you don't really have to deal damage to them. See, with the Panda, it heals as long as the 22 gets hit in close combat. I'm just gonna drag this guy right nearby. So if I end my turn, and I'll tab real quick, just watch the HP. Bang, there you go. Hectic.
Smooth with a beat. 30 hertz straight up. Roll smooth with a bang. 30 hertz straight up. Roll smooth with a bang. 30 hertz straight up.
That is it for the XL2 run. Hopefully you guys like it. Good XP even if you just complete one challenge, close to 200 mil. Obviously when you do two challenges it's about 250 mil. It's very good. And you know, when XL2 was when double XP was around, that just went by, man, everyone was getting like 500 mil XP easily. And if you were doing Mask Panda, like, you're getting way more than that.